President Obama has finished his State of the Union address, the first one that he's had to deliver to a Congress entirely in the control of the Republican Party. He wasn't shy in retiring. It went on for 60 minutes. He delivered a lot of proposals in this address. And the basic proposition that he laid out, again, the idea that taxes on the rich ought to be raised to pay for some of his social programs, is going to be rejected out of hand, most likely, by that Republican Congress. But still, I think there were several aspects to this, three really, that are really noteworthy and that will be remembered after some of the other elements of the speech have gone away. The first one was that this was the first time the president had expressed so much economic optimism, almost a kind of bullishness about the American economy. He said for the first time, really, that the economy has bounced all the way back from the financial crisis of 2007, 2008. That's something the president has been reluctant to say, afraid to say really until now. He said it quite clearly on Tuesday night, and I think the signature line of the speech reflected that. He said, the shadow of crisis has passed. That's a statement he's never made before. Secondly, I think it's very important the president made a very clear clarion call for free trade agreements with Europe, but particularly with Asia, and made that call mostly to his fellow Democrats, the ones who were most skeptical about this. It's the one part of the speech where he took on his own party and said, get with my program here, be in favor of free trade agreements. They are an opportunity for economic advancement for Americans. That's important because that's one area where I think the president and the Republicans actually have a chance to come together. And the third important aspect, I believe, that will linger on is the idea that the president advanced that he's created a new kind of concept for promoting American national security, one that is less reliant on military action, less eager to get into military conflicts abroad, that uses more diplomacy, more coalition building, and, though he didn't say this, more economic power. And he said this new kind of smart power, which is really what he was defining, is working in Russia, in nuclear negotiations with Iran, even in the fight against the Islamic extremists of ISIS. Some people won't agree with that, but I think it's a proposition the president laid out with some forcefulness, and that I suspect he will be talking about for the next 2 years, long after this week's State of the Union address is gone and forgotten.